Hey, what's going on? It's been a while, so I figured I'd get on here. How's everybody doing? Hey, Mama Bear. What's up? How you been? Hey, Deborah. Hey, Love. Claudia. Sean. I'm good. I've just been super busy. I feel like I haven't been on in so long. Just with the day-to-day job. And I've been getting swamped with like personal readings and stuff and just keep my channel up. It's been hard. I've been trying to get on, but every time I get a chance, it seems like it's like a bad time. But I said, you know what? I got the day off tomorrow, so get out there and get it. Yeah, Queen, it's been a while. I'm gonna try to do more lives. I know I've been going back and forth at work and doing a lot there and just whole deal. Life gets busy sometimes. But I didn't want everybody to think I forgot about this. And I was just sitting here tonight and I was thinking, you know what? I need to get out there and I need to see everybody again. Yeah, well, no, I feel rested now. I just the whole holidays and family was down and then just work. And like I said, I've been getting swamped with personal readings and I don't like to let people that send me, get personal reads. I don't like making them wait. And so I've been trying to do that. I'm trying to get my weeklies and my monthly readings out and work, and it's just a lot of work. I really didn't know how much work this is going to be when I got into doing my YouTube channel, but I'm starting to figure it out now. I'm starting to get a good grasp on it. And just, it's all about balance. I'm trying to get lots of content out for everybody and trying to keep up with that. And like I said, with work and just personal life and all that. Everything's good, though. I hope everything's going good for you guys. I hope the new year's starting out pretty good. It's a new year for everybody. Hey, Brenda. What else I miss? Rebecca. Oh, yeah. I'm keeping positive. I mean, like, everything's going good. Channels is going up a lot faster than I expected. But that's the thing, when my channel went up a lot faster than I expected, and I'm getting a lot more, new viewers, and it's hard to keep up with all that. But I'm figuring it out. I'm not throwing in the towel just yet. But no, I really miss getting on live and talking to you guys and stuff. So I just wanted to get out here and get back to the swing of things again. The New Year, the Christmas holidays and all that's all over with, and all my family that came down is gone. So yeah, Mama, it's crazy. I got my website going, and as soon as I got that going, I was getting ready before that, but as soon as I got my website up, it's just blown right up. But I mean, I expected that because I have my personal readings a lot cheaper than anybody else that I've checked into, because I'm not looking to make money. I'm just looking to, get ahead and stay ahead. I want to help people out as cheap as possible. But I mean, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time to do all this stuff, which is fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy getting the new challenge. I really enjoy it. I've been getting lots of emails from people. It's really cool. Like Christmas wishes and birthday wishes. I mean, it was crazy. I think I went in my email one day. I had like probably 1,500 emails from just like subscribers and stuff, and new friends that I've made on here, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. I mean, I really like it. Um, but yeah, the readings are going good. I mean, I was kind of skeptical at first because I mean, I still feel like I'm fairly new, but I've been getting lots of feedback and lots of repeat people, so that's really cool. I really enjoy it, and I really enjoy people getting back to me and saying something helped them out because this is why I started a YouTube channel. I wanted to do what I can do to help anybody else because a lot of people are going through a lot of shit, and I want to give back as much as I can. That's just the type of person I am. I want to help people, get to the place where they're woke. You know what I mean? This whole awakening thing, it's incredible. I mean, you start opening yourself up, your mind up, and you open everything up, and it's really cool. Yeah, everybody's my whole life. Everybody says that I'm a pretty chill person. I like to keep it chill. Not many things rattle me. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Hey, Heath. Yeah, no, it's you know what? I had a girl. She messaged me when over Christmas, and I had given her a reading in November, I think it was, and she got back to me and said that you know it had worked. I don't want to go into detail with her reading because that's her personal business, but she had messaged me and asked me some questions, and I told her what I seen in the cards, and she had confirmed that it all came true what I said, which is really cool. I didn't really think it was good. Oh, thanks, love. Appreciate that. I didn't. I mean, sometimes especially when you first start, when I get from the cards, sometimes it's like it kind of sometimes it even surprises me how fast things can happen. And with this girl, things that she wanted to happen and things that she asked, and me being able to give her good news, and then finally seeing it happen, that was awesome. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what I wanted to do this for. I wanted I want to help people on their journey because it is sometimes we have things that happen in us that we don't understand, and for somebody to be able to give us understanding, I mean, it is what it is, right? We're all here for each other, and that's what I want everybody. I like the fact that people that I haven't got a whole lot of negative people. Mostly really good people that I met while doing this. And, I keep meeting new and nice people and people that just want understanding. And if I can help, even guide you in the right direction, that's what I do it for. But I mean, you know, I want people to understand that their value they got to understand their value. They got to know what they're worth. And they got to know, a lot of people don't know their worth, and it's sad. I didn't know my worth for a long time in life. I didn't know what I deserved. But now that, I do this, and now that I'm into tarot and I've been studying a lot and getting to know a lot about astrology, numerology, just stuff like that. And it's just the more I learn, the more I feel empowered. And I want that for everybody, like everybody that's watching right now and everybody that watches my channel. I hope you feel like your power because most people don't understand their power. They think they're powerless, which is not true at all. It couldn't be further from the truth. I thought I was powerless a long time ago. I thought I was just destined to do what life threw at me, but that isn't the case. But and it was a journey. Yeah, like you know what? I've been the greatest thing about becoming awoke and understanding how the universe has a plan and how understanding how to initiate that in your own life and how to manifest better things that gives you this power. And the greatest thing that I've learned is, before I used to allow negative energies into my space, and I used to take negative energies, and I used to, try to change that negative energy. And that's not what it's about. It's not about changing negative energy. It's about overpowering negative energy with positive energy. You know what I mean? It's about, it's about weeding out that negative energy and learning how to do that. And learning how to take all those negative people, and nobody's really negative. It's just some people have, worse lots in life, and people have bad things that happen to them, and they got to understand that everything that happens to you happens for a reason. And you can't live and dwell on that. You got to allow that negative energy to pass through. Don't have negative energies around you. I've learned that the hard way. I've had to let go of some people in my life because their energy was negative, and I couldn't change that. And I had a hard time with that because I am a Sagittarius, and I find it hard. I'm very stubborn, and I find it hard to let people go. But sometimes you have to let people go on their own journey. You can't change people if they don't want to change. But the thing with the universe and tarot is that people come to me and they want to change, and I just feel like I owe it to them. I owe it to myself, and to help them as much as I can. And some people I can't help because I don't know everything yet, but I'm learning. And for anybody out there that wants to learn, I mean, knowledge is power. Absolutely. The more you know, the more you can understand, and the more you get to where you want to be. A lot of people, from what I've met so far, a lot of people had a lot of negative energies in their space. And when you got to think of your life as a cup, and when you fill it out with 3/4 of negativity, you only got a quarter left for positive things. So, it's about emptying out that negativity and having more room for positivity. And the more positivity you have in your life, the easier it is for you to manifest better things and to move forward and to be where you want to be. I've had friends that I had to let go, and it's not about, I don't dismiss them. I don't ignore them. It's just about, I don't let their negative energy into my space anymore. You know what I mean? And we all got to do that. There's some people that we all know, that one person or that few people that have this complete negative energy, and you can't help them until, it's like anything else. Negative energy is like an addiction. Some people are addicted to it. They don't want to be, but it draws to them. And all addictions are curable. So that's my rant. I'm going to get into the all signs now. I don't mean to be that guy, but it's been a while since I've been on here, so I have lots to say. But just know that, everyone that watches this, everyone that, that hears this, that you all have your place. And not one of you is less worthy than anybody else. And if somebody has a better lot in life, or somebody is doing better, or somebody seems happier to you than you are, it's because you need to get to that place. And it's there. I mean, everybody has that opportunity. It's just we have to learn how to read the signs. And we have to learn to open ourselves up to the universe, because the universe has no ill intentions for us. Sometimes we ignore signs because it's hard. Maybe you're with somebody and the signs are saying that you shouldn't be, and you don't want to listen because that is a hard road to take. But knowing that the longer you stay in that situation, the road isn't getting any easier. Sometimes it's going to be hard to listen to your intuition and to follow it, but it's worth it. At the end of the day, it's worth it 100%. Maybe you're not going to like what your intuition is telling you, and that's up to you. That's free will. If you get intuition is telling you to do something and you don't do it, that's up to you. But just remember, down the road, you can't really complain because that's the choice you made. And I know, trust me, I know. I've been there. I've been to situations where I said, no, it's too hard. It's too hard to listen to my intuition. You know what? It's too hard. It's too much pain. But I'd rather, like I said to a friend of mine the other day, regret lasts longer. And as long as you're holding on to something that you shouldn't hold on to, it ain't gonna get any better. It ain't gonna get any easier. It's gonna get harder. It's gonna get more painful. We're all meant to do something. And I just want everybody out there to do what they're meant to do. Because I want you guys all to be happy. And I'm not saying I'm the happiest person in the world. I'm saying I'm a lot happier now than I was. A lot happier. I can see happiness. I can see, a lot of people's energy. Thanks, Leanne. How you doing? But yeah, I noticed too when I start surrounding myself with people that want to be better, it helps me be better. You know what I mean? And this is what I love about YouTube. I love about YouTube. Like, so many people I've met that's so positive and makes me want to be a better person. I want to be surrounded by these people. I want to be surrounded by people that make me feel better, that make me want to be better, that make being better easier. And that's what you find. Like, I found a lot of great readers. I found a lot of great people. And not just in tarot, just in general. People that just want to be better. But that's my rant. So let's get right into it. So, like always, we'll start with Aries. And we'll work our way up the ladder. And you probably already know I'm going to use the Celtic Tarot. I really like this deck. I did an unboxing of the Celtic Tarot and the Wildwood Tarot. I like doing an unboxing. That's something that I want to do. So if you guys like that kind of thing, check it out. So Aries. What do we have for Aries? What do we have for Aries? Who's coming toward Aries? What's going on for Aries? What the Aries? All right, so Aries. First thing I see is there's someone around you, someone that's burdening you, someone that's holding you back. Someone that you're having a hard time making your mind up about. With that Two of Wands, there's someone that someone that's pulling your energy. We got the Two of Wands. Something I feel like that this is happening, but you're not sure. Like, you feel something doesn't seem right with this person. I feel like this person, I feel like they're a drain. Not only are they burdened, but they drain your strength. I feel like they're just there to, I don't feel a lot of good vibes from this person. I feel like they're trying to get in your space. I feel like you already have your red flags with this person. I feel like they want to move forward with you, but I don't feel like this is a good choice. The cards are telling me we have the Knight of Wands. You could be dealing with Sagittarius. I feel like this person, is almost like a leech of your energy. I don't really feel like it's going anywhere. I feel like this is possibly a past relationship or a relationship that you may be dealing with, but I feel like you've already walked away emotionally because you already seen, what they're doing. You already made your mind up with that Two of Wands. You're in your head trying to decide whether or not to move forward, to move on. I feel like You want something from this relationship that this person isn't willing to give. We got the Hierophant in reverse. So I feel like the red flags are already there. I feel like emotionally you've kind of already walked away with that Eight of Cups. I feel like this person is just a drain on you. It's a burden. And like we were just talking about, these people that, sometimes people are burdens. They don't understand. They're not open. So the more you become open, the more that you separate yourself from this person. I see a Tower moment coming. I feel like this is all going to fall apart. Like I said, we got the Hierophant in reverse. It's not going anywhere. You want more from this relationship than I feel like it's like not to be, not to put a negative spin on it, but I feel like the expiry date on this relationship or this person is coming, and it's coming very quickly. I feel like you're already, like I said, you've already made your mind up. We got some Virgo energy. You've already made your mind up. You're in your head about it. This is a burden. You lack the strength to fight on. And you've already emotionally walked away. Like I said, it's something that you need to do for yourself. I feel like your stability is hurting from this. I feel like once that Tower moment comes, I feel like you're going to have that, a strong wave of motivation to move forward, to allow yourself to move into a better situation. The longer we hold on to things that don't fit our end game, the longer we waste. It's just time wasted. And what do I have? I feel like, when we talk about Aries, we got Aries taking that leap of faith. You need to move forward. You already know this. The cards are telling me now, like I said, that Tower moment's coming. They don't want the same things anymore. Maybe they never wanted the same things as you did. It's a burden on you. You're not going to get where you want to be with this person. And this is not for everybody. This is for who it resonates with. And I feel like there's somebody out there that's already been thinking that, this isn't right anymore. It doesn't feel right. Emotionally, they've already walked away. But like I said, we got the Fool card. We got the Aries. That's you. You need to walk away. Take that leap of faith. There's better things out there for you. Sometimes it's hard, like I said, like I was just talking about, which is funny. Sometimes it's hard to walk away. Sometimes it's hard to let go because that's a hard, sometimes it seems like it's hard. But being with the wrong person when you shouldn't be with that person is even harder. The cards are telling me you got to take that leap of faith, and I feel like you'll be better off for it. That's what I have for Aries. Taurus. What do we have for Taurus? Reverse. What's going on with Taurus? What do we have for Taurus? What's going on with Taurus? Okay, Taurus. So first thing I have for you, Taurus, is I feel like you've been going through some changes, or you will be going through some changes coming up. I feel like you're trying to find balance. You got the awful glare. You got the Two of Pentacles. You're trying to find some balance. This change that's about to come, I feel like you've been in your head about making some changes. And it is an internal struggle. It's been an internal struggle because you don't know if you're ready for these changes to happen. You don't know if you're ready for it. I feel like you are. I feel like those changes are coming, and I feel like they're much needed. Now, I see good fortune coming for you. You got the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like you shouldn't worry too much about it. I know with Tauruses, you guys are very, logical and very down to earth. I feel like this is the right time. I feel like some new changes are happening for you. And I feel like you've already been in your head about it. You're trying to find that balance. I feel like things financially are going good for you. And as well as part of the new changes, this is going to grow. This is only going to get better. I see progress here. On the love front, there's somebody that's thinking about you. There's somebody that's got you in their head. Somebody that wants to build a foundation with you. And I feel like there might be, a lot of good things happening. I feel like this person may be somebody that not only brings some emotional stability to your life, but also brings some financial stability. And it's not saying that they're going to bring money to your life. It's the fact that they're going to bring, having balance in your life allows you to move forward in many different directions. It's not only about being financially stable, it's also be emotionally stable. There's somebody that's got you on, that's been thinking about you a lot. They want to build that foundation with that Four of Wands. So we got the Four of Cups and the Four of Wands. This person that's been thinking about you wants to build with you. And like I said, I feel like this change card, this Six of Swords, is all that coming. That's bringing that all to your life. So knowing that this change is going to bring good things, like I said, the Wheel of Fortune. So this change that you're going through and this stuff that's going on in your life, these changes that are coming are all positive. Good fortune here. I do see a connection happening with that Two of Cups. So that person that's been thinking about you and that wants to move forward with you, I feel like all this change that's happening in your life, we got some, like I said, we have some Virgo energy there. All this change is coming. It's bringing all this new stuff. So know that sometimes when changes need to happen, it's not just changing one thing. Sometimes one change can change everything. And I feel like that's what's going to happen here. Coming up in January. This is in January. Changes are coming for you. And these changes are bringing all these other things as well. It's not about, it may seem like a little change to you right now, but it's bringing so much more. So always trust your intuition. But like I said, there's somebody that's been thinking about you, and they think about you a lot. They want to move forward with you. They want to build with you. But like I said, one little change, it might seem insignificant at first, but it's moving forward. And there's a lot of positive things coming from there. The Wheel of Fortune is telling me there's good fortune coming your way. So that's what I have for you, Taurus, Gemini. The rest what do we have for Gemini? Here's what's going on with Gemini. All right. So Gemini, I feel like you have options here. I feel like you're dealing with something. You're dealing with the fact that you have some options, which is causing that that struggle. I feel like one option is to work on stability, to move forward. But there's somebody that you've been thinking about, and I feel like somebody that you've been thinking about, somebody that you wanted to, this is somebody from your past that you wanted to move forward with, that you wanted to build that foundation from in the past. I feel like they're back. They're kind of come back. They want to make you an offer. And I feel like this is how you look at it. I feel like the way you've seen them before, I feel like that's all going to change. I feel like moving forward, this person has made a lot of changes. But I feel like you're debating whether or not to even acknowledge this. I feel like the offer has either already been made or will be made. But I feel like you have the option to move forward with some stability. And it's almost like you got to make it. You feel like you have to make a choice between moving forward with this person or working on your stability. I feel like you're moving forward quite quickly. I feel like the stability that that you see in front of you is, you don't want it to be jeopardized by this person, which is causing that internal struggle. You feel like you have your shit together on your own, like you don't need anybody with that Nine of Pentacles. And I feel like this person didn't really work out before. And it's a hard choice. You have a hard choice in front of you, whether or not to move forward, but I feel like you need to trust your intuition. I feel like the answer is right in front of you. I feel like you need to work on your stability right now. I feel like it's a matter of working on your stability. I feel like this person didn't bring what you needed before. And this person may have even hurt you in the past, stability-wise. So I feel like you already know the answer. And if you don't, you need to trust your intuition. I feel like your intuition is already telling you something. That's what I have for Gemini. You need to, like I said, you have a choice to make. And I feel like this person, it's a hard choice for you because you really have feelings for this person. Like I said, with that four of Cups, you have a lot of feelings for this person. You wanted to build a foundation with them. They're coming back. They want to make that offer, but I feel like they're going to hold you back. I feel like you've got to a place where you have your shit together on your own and you don't need anybody else. You're in a position where you don't need anybody right now. And I don't feel like this person, I'm not saying give up on this person. I'm just saying right now, I don't feel like their offer is valid. I feel like it'll hurt you more than it hinders you, than helps you. But that's what I have for you, Gemini. I'll be right back. My dog's bark at the door. Sorry about that, guys. Taking care of my sister's dog while she's away. Things out there howling. Had to let him in. Not used to having a dog. Cancer. Universe, what do we have for Cancer? Universe, what's going on with Cancer? Cancer for January. Okay. So Cancers. First thing I see is there's somebody that you're dealing with, with some Libra energy. I feel like they're trying to get some balance. I feel like you've been kind of waiting for this person, maybe even feeling like, I feel like there were some sparks there, a lot of energy, but I feel like you've been lacking that energy. Like you haven't been feeling quite, the same around this person. It's almost like you feel like they've kind of left you out in the cold. They're still there, but you're not really feeling the same vibe you used to feel from them. I feel like it's almost like you think they've emotionally walked away from you. I don't see that as the case. They're still there emotionally. This is somebody that you have hopes of moving forward with. You want to move forward. This is somebody that you've seen as, somebody that you could spend, a lot of time with, maybe even permanently with that Hierophant. This is somebody that you had a future planned out already. And I feel like they've kind of felt kind of like, almost like, very distant lately. They're still there. This is what I get, because I got the Page of Wands and the Five of Pentacles together. It's almost like they're still there, but it's almost like you feel a detachment from this person. It's like you feel like they've walked away emotionally. They haven't walked away emotionally. They're just trying to find that balance. Like I said, I feel like that's going to come to an end. I feel like they're just dealing with some other things going on that they're not being quite upfront with. And I feel like it might have to do with stability. So it might be like something to do with work or something to do with like school. They're dealing with something on their own, and they're not very good at sharing what's dragging them down. They're not good at sharing that. They're not good at having somebody else to rely on, and they're not relying on you. And it's not because I feel like they're doing it for the right reasons. They're not trying to bring their baggage into this. I feel like that's going to come to an end, like I said, with that World card and the Death card as well. With some Scorpio energy. They're just keeping you at bay because they don't want to share this with you. They don't want to bring you down with their stuff. But emotionally, they haven't walked away. We got the Family card here, as well as the Hierophant. So I feel like there's a lot of good things coming. This may be just a rough patch. Like I said, I feel like it's a matter of they're trying to find that balance. They're dealing with something in their own. And like I said, with that, we got the Ace of things. I feel like it may be a financial thing. It may be a stability thing. What they're dealing with has nothing to do with you, and it's not going to affect you. I feel like it's a matter of not trusting your intuition on this. I feel like if you reach out to this person and you talk to this person and tell them how you feel, I feel like a lot of truth is going to come to light. And maybe it won't. But know that emotionally they haven't walked away. They're still in it. And I still see a lot of bright future here. Like I said, the Hierophant and the Family card. And like I said, this cycle of you being shut out, maybe you're not, this could be something still fairly new. But they're not trying to leave you out in the cold. This is not something they're trying to do. They're just trying to deal with their own problems in their own head. And a lot of people do that. And I feel like this might be something new. But like I said, I honestly, I feel like there was a spark in the beginning, and now you're not feeling so much of that spark anymore. And that maybe got you a little bit down and maybe in your head a little bit. But like I said, emotionally, they're still there. So that's what I have for you, Cancers. Now we're going to do Leos. What do we have for Leos? Where's what we have for Leos? Leos. All right, Leos. So first thing I have for you, Leos, is there somebody that thinks about you a lot? Somebody that has been thinking about you a lot recently. I feel like somebody, I got some new beginnings here. So this is definitely somebody new. I don't feel like you know who this person is. I don't feel like they've quite made themselves known to you yet. I feel like this person may be a little bit intimidated by you. It's almost like they see you as somebody very, they see you as somebody very special, somebody very balanced. And I don't feel like they feel very balanced. They've been thinking about you a lot, even daydreaming about, moving forward with you. I see some new beginnings. I feel like this is something that's going to move in a very positive direction for you. We have some Aquarius energy. I feel like it's a matter of they need to open up. They need to, make that move. We got some Gemini energy. I feel like they have a strong connection with you already, and I feel like, this could be a very strong connection. But they see you as somebody very balanced, somebody very, put together, somebody very giving. They want to move forward with you, and I feel like they're gonna. I don't like the glare I'm getting from these cards. But this person sees you as a new beginning. Like I said, with that rebirth is also the Judgment card. They've already had thoughts, they like I said, with this here, it's like that fantasy. They've already fantasized about, being with you. But they're feeling a little bit defensive. It's almost like they see you as somebody, like I said, they see you as somebody very balanced, somebody very giving, and they see you as a winner. And you're a little intimidating. I feel like you intimidate them just a little bit, but I don't feel like that's going to matter. I feel like they are going to reach out and nourish this. They're going to let you know how they feel. And once you meet this person, I feel like you're going to have a strong connection with them as well. I feel like this is going to be something that you're not going to be. The Lover's card is a connection that you won't be able to deny. You'll feel it. And that's what the cards are telling me, that you're going to feel this. We got the Sun card. A lot of happiness coming from this. And also the Ten of Cups. A lot of, a lot of good energy there. That's the Family card. But like I said, I feel like this person's already been fantasizing about you. They already know who you are. So you would know who this person is. You may not know that this is how they feel about you. They fantasize about you. They've already thought about new beginnings, new adventure. But like I said, they're a little defensive because I feel like it's almost like they see you, they put you on a little bit of a pedestal. Not that they, think that you're better than them. They just see that you're very well put together. They have a lot of respect for you already. With that Aquarius energy, I feel like there's going to be some forward movement here on this, some nurturing of this. The Gemini energy, Lover's card, very strong connection. But like I said, they see you as somebody balanced, somebody very giving, somebody they want to move forward with. And I do see some new motivation coming here. So I feel like they're going to reach out to you soon. Like I said, they see you as a winner. They not only see you as what you are now, but they see the potential that you have to be even better. That's a lot of good things there. And also the Sun card and the Family card. So I feel a lot of good energy coming from this person. So you need to keep your eyes open, because I feel like I said, I feel like when this person makes themselves known, you may already know who this person is. I feel like they might not have made themselves known yet, but if they have, I feel like as soon as you meet this person, you'll know who they are. You'll know who I'm talking about right away, because you'll feel that energy. Like I said, with that Gemini Lovers card, that always indicates strong energy. That's what I have for Leo, Virgo. What do you have for Virgo? And just what do you have for Virgo? What's happening for Virgo? Okay, Virgos. Some new love coming. Get the Ace of Cups. So we got some new love coming. We got some Taurus energy. I feel like this is going to be somebody that, is going to bring a lot of value. Somebody that's going to bring a lot of value. This is going to be something that's very fulfilling. This person I feel like this person's been waiting, or you've been waiting for this person to make an offer. But whoever's waiting, I feel like the wait is coming to an end here. The time is right. It's moving in a good direction right now. I feel like this is somebody that has a lot of love for you. Like I said, you could be dealing with a Taurus here, but there's new love coming. This person is they've already weighed out the pros and the cons. And I feel like this is something that's worth the effort. And I feel like this is somebody that you can get with. So we got the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. So this is somebody like when I got the Three of Pentacles, I always think of this as the power couple card, which means they're going to bring a lot of value, and they see a lot of value in you. I see this being, like I said, with that Taurus energy, I see this being very beneficial, not only emotionally, but stability-wise. I see a lot of new starts here, new stability. And I do see it being very profitable, not only stability-wise, but emotionally. So like I said, I feel like there's been somebody's been patiently waiting for this to happen. And, that Magician card, the magic is in the air. It's coming right away. Like this is something that's going to happen really soon. And I feel like this is something that could be long-term. We get that Hierophant card. So I'm getting a lot of Taurus energy here. So look out for somebody with Taurus in their charts. Like I said, it's going to be new love. The feeling is going to be mutual. It's going to be something that you're not going to be able to really, really deny that feeling. I feel like it's going to grow. Like I said, we got that power couple card. A lot of fulfillment here. You guys are going to both kind of, there's a lot of fulfillment coming from this. It's going to be a lot of hard work to make this even better than it is. but I feel like they've already been patiently waiting, or you've been patiently waiting for this to happen, and now this is all starting to manifest. So keep your eyes out for that person. And like I said, I feel like a lot of Taurus energy in there. But like I said, it's gonna be new love. It's not somebody from your past. It's not somebody, I don't feel like, I don't get the vibe that it's anybody you might even know yet, but it's somebody that's coming soon or might have just met. I feel a lot of new energy on that. That's what I got for Virgo. Libra. What do we got for Libra? What's going on with Libra? All right, Libra. So I feel like there's somebody that you've been kind of working towards, somebody that you kind of wanted, you've been thinking about a lot lately. I feel like you're kind of wondering why they're not accepting, or why they're not, showing much as a way of feelings back toward you. I feel like there's somebody that you have a lot of feelings for. Somebody that you may work with or go to school with, or somebody that's in your social setting. And I feel like the reason they're not really reciprocating, maybe you've already made an offer, or you've, even flirted with them and you weren't getting much back. I feel like they recently dealt with some heartbreak. I feel like they're going through some changes. But I feel like it's not something that you should give up on. I feel like maybe you started to give up, almost feeling a little bit defensive, almost feeling like it wasn't really going anywhere. You could be dealing with a Leo. I feel like they're just trying to find that balance. They're trying to get back to a place. They're going through some changes because of something that happened to them, and I feel like it was a heartbreak. We got that six of swords, so they're going through some changes. It has nothing to do with you. It's all about finding balance. We got some Sagittarius and Libra energy there. They're trying to find some balance. They're trying to get back to that place of balance. I feel like they're getting there. I feel like this is something that you should nourish. You should nurture this. I feel like you have some strong feelings for this person with that King of Cups. I feel like you shouldn't give up. You got some Aquarius energy there as well. I feel like it's about seeing this in a different light. This person, I get a lot of good vibes from this person, but like I said, I feel like they're not reciprocating any kind of, I feel like maybe you flirted with this person, weren't really feeling a vibe back. I feel like they have feelings for you, but like I said, I feel like they're going through some changes. I feel like they recently had dealt with some heartbreak. They're going through some changes. I don't feel like you should give up on this person. The cards are pretty clear in saying that this person, not only, they're just trying to find that balance. They're trying to get back to where they need to be. I feel like before the end of the month, there's going to be some new energy, some new magic in the air. And I hate saying that, the magic in the air, but that's what I feel. You need to look at it in a different perspective here. I feel like you like this person. You have a lot of feelings for this person. You want to move forward with this person. The best thing you can do right now is just nurture this a little bit. Allow them to deal with what they're dealing with, because I feel like a lot of good things can come out of it. But like I said, they're not being emotionally detached from you because they don't have feelings for you. I feel like they do have feelings for you. I feel like they're just dealing with their own mind right now. They're dealing with their own thing. They recently got their heart broken. That's got them a little bit out of balance. But like I said, we have some Sagittarius, some Libra energy there, some Pisces energy. So we got a lot going on. I feel like a lot of emotions going on their part. I do feel like they have a connection to you. They want to move forward with you. I feel like they're just trying to make, I don't feel like this heartbreak is something that happened recently. I feel like this is something that they've been dealing with, but I feel like, before the end of the month, I feel like you're going to get some reciprocated feelings back. So, like I said, just nourish it right now. I wouldn't give up. I don't feel like it's worth giving up. So that's what I have for you, Libra, Scorpio. What's going on for Scorpio? What's going on, Scorpio? What's happening in January for Scorpio? Okay, Scorpio. Let me give it to you straight right now. I feel like, you've been dealing with something. I feel like there's somebody from your past or somebody that's you've been with for a while, you've been dealing with for a while. I feel like you have, I feel like they don't respect you. You're not getting very much respect from this person. This is somebody that you want to move forward with, somebody that you thought you had a future with, somebody that you thought, was legitimate, somebody that was, you've patiently waited for this person to grow up. Basically, what I have, you're basically waiting for this person to get their shit together. I don't feel like they are. I feel like they're very sneaky. I feel like they got a lot of hidden agenda. I feel like this is somebody that you've given a lot to, and you haven't got much back. I feel like they're going to keep being like that. It's only going to get worse. It's not going to get any better. I feel like they honestly, I don't like telling people this, but they're taking advantage of you. Straightforward, they're taking advantage of you. You've been patiently waiting for this person to get their shit together. They're not getting their shit together. This person's very sneaky. You've been patiently waiting for this person to get their shit together, but they're not. This is not coming to an end unless you end it. I feel like you have a hard time ending it because you're seeing the negative and not the positive. Maybe you feel like I'm getting the sense you feel like you'd be alone. You don't want to be alone, so you're sticking it out. You're going to continue to be patient. You're thinking to yourself, you don't want to be alone. You continue to be patient. I feel like my advice here is this needs to end. The universe is telling me this needs to end. In order for you to get what you want, you need to put an end to this. Stop putting up with people's shit. This person is giving you shit. Like I said, they don't respect you. They don't give back to you. You've been given to this person. And like I said, this is somebody that you've been dealing with for a while. So this is nothing new. You've been patiently waiting for this person to get their shit together. They're still being sneaky, and it's not getting any better. This cycle is not coming to an end unless you put an end to it. But it has to. In order for you to move forward, I feel like this has to end. But like I said, you're looking at the negative and not the positive. You're looking at if I move on from this person, I'm going to be alone. That's the 3 cups that are knocked over here. You're not looking at the fact that you moving on from this person allows new things to happen for you. And I do see, if you listen to your intuition is screaming at you right now to tell you to move on. And if you allow your intuition, you start listening to your intuition, I see good fortune coming for you. I do see you getting what you want, but you're not going to get what you want in this situation. I feel like you already know that. It's all about trusting your intuition. If you want to be happy, if you want to get where get what you want, it ain't going to happen here. And I feel like you know that. And this isn't for everybody, but I feel like there's somebody that this is going to resonate to. You've been dealing with this shit for way too long. They don't give to you. They don't respect you. Like I said, they're sneaky. They got a lot of sneakiness to them. You've been patiently waiting. I feel like you've been patient for a while, waiting for this person to grow up, get their shit together. And I don't feel like it's coming. That cycle isn't going to end unless you end it. So my advice to you, move on. If you want to be happy, universe is quite clear that if you want this, you need to listen to your intuition. Don't worry about being alone. Don't worry about, the negatives here. Always think about the positives. And the positives is you will be happy and you will get what you want, but not in this situation. So Sagittarius. What's going on for Sagittarius? What do you have for Sagittarius going up in January 2020? Universe, what can we show Sagittarius? Maybe one more shuffling. What do we got, universe? We got for Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. So the first thing I got is I got the Knight of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy. So I feel like this is you. I feel like you've been thinking a lot lately about somebody from your past. I feel like it's somebody that you may not have trusted your intuition in the past about, but I feel like it's starting to almost, not to say haunt you, but they've been coming up a lot in your thoughts lately. And I feel like this person's been waiting for you. Not only are you thinking about them, but they're thinking about you. You got the 3 of Wands. I got some new stability happening here. I feel like it wasn't right in the past. There was a reason that it didn't happen. But now you're starting to see it in a different light. We've got some Pisces energy. You're starting to give it, I feel like this is something from the past that, it didn't feel right to you in the past. But now it's starting, this person's been kind of on your mind more and more lately. I see some newness going on here. And I also feel like I feel like this person's been waiting for you. This person may be waiting they might have been waiting the whole time for you. But I feel like, reflecting on this with the Four of Swords, I feel like you reflected on it, and it's starting to, there's some new motivation here. I feel like maybe you weren't balanced in the past. There was something not right in the past that didn't seem right in the past, didn't feel right. But now it's starting, you're starting to think more and more about this person. I feel like you're more and more drawn to this person. And I feel like with the Two of Swords, you're not seeing what's right in front of you. This person's been waiting for you to come back. I don't feel like this person ever did give up on you. I feel like they've been patiently waiting. They've been patiently waiting for you to come back to them. And I feel like there's some new motivation. I feel like this is something that I'm getting a strong soulmate connection here. And the reason I say that is because this person knew something that you didn't seem to know. And I feel like you should have known it before because you weren't trusting your intuition. But I do see some forward movement here. I do see things, being seen in a different light with that moon card. And I do see new opportunities. And I feel like you've been thinking about this person a lot. As of late, it's been more and more. But what's right in front of you is the fact that this person's been waiting for you. This person's patiently waiting for you to come back to them. And that's why I say it's a soulmate connection, because the time that you're ready for this person, this person is somebody from your past, somebody that for some reason it didn't work in the past. But now you want it to work. Now you're thinking more and more of this person. You got this person in your head a lot lately. And this person still thinks about you. It's never too late. I see this sometimes, and like I said, I get that soulmate connection. This is somebody that you were meant to be with. Just, it wasn't right in the past. Maybe you didn't feel balanced in the past. But like I said, there's some new balance with the Libra energy. So Sagittarius, if there's somebody you're thinking about, and it's somebody in your past that maybe you didn't take that chance on, or maybe it's somebody that you were with and it didn't work out at the time, I feel like there's some new beginnings coming here. And like I said, I feel like you wonder if they still think about you. They do. They've been patiently waiting for you to come back. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorns? What do we have for Capricorns? Universe, what do we have for Capricorns? What's going on with the Capricorns? Okay, Capricorn. So the first thing I see is I feel like you're not feeling very fulfilled right now. You're not feeling like you're a priority. You're not feeling like you're not feeling, the love. You're not feeling like respected. I feel like we got the Capricorn energy. I feel like you're burdened. You're dealing with something that feels like it's got you in this self-imposed prison. But with a self-imposed prison, you have the keys. You can allow yourself to get out anytime you want, but you need to allow yourself to understand that this is only, you're only where you're at because you allow yourself to be there. You're not feeling fulfilled anymore. You're not feeling like number one anymore. And it's a burden on you because this is something that you need. You already know what you need to do. You've already made your mind up. You just haven't made that move yet. But I see a lot of changes coming for you this month. Changing your perspective, starting to see what makes you happy and what it is that you want. I see some new motivation. I see you finding balance. So right now you're not feeling fulfilled. You're not feeling important. And I feel like whatever you're dealing with is a burden. And the burden, we got that self-imposed prison. But always know that self-imposed prison is something, like I said, that is something that you can get out of anytime you want. Trust your intuition. The universe is always there for you. If you're not feeling fulfilled, if you're not feeling like number one, if you're not feeling special, and this is something that's been going on for a while because you already made your mind up that you don't need this anymore. This is something that you want to walk away from. You've already changed your perspective on this. And like I said, there's a lot of big changes coming for you. Some new motivation is going to push you to make some new changes, some big changes coming. You're going to find some balance, that equilibrium, the temperance, Sagittarius energy. You're going to find that balance and you're going to get to where you want to be. I feel like this is all coming, it's going to come fairly quickly. I feel like right now, that burden, that not feeling fulfilled has got you feeling defeated. But know that like I said, you just need to change your perspective and realize that you have the keys to this self-imposed prison. You have the keys. You can get out anytime you want. You already know that you need to do that. You already made your mind up that you want to do that. So make the move. You're not, in the situation you're in right now, you're not feeling special. You're not feeling fulfilled. You know what you need to do. So just, trust your intuition. Know that no situation is hopeless. There's always hope. You just got to look for it. Sometimes it's harder to find than others. But my advice for you is get ready because there's some big changes coming. You just need to allow it to happen. You need to allow it to manifest itself. Listen to the universe. Trust your intuition. It'll work out. Big change is coming. Good things happening. Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius? What's going on for Aquarius? What's going on with Aquarius? All right, Aquarius. First thing I have, we got some Libra energy. I feel like there's, right now you're feeling pretty balanced. You know, a lot of things going the way you want them to go. You know, I feel like you took a step back, realized what was important to you. That helped you find balance. You know, I do see, new beginnings happening for you coming up. But most importantly, I feel like you're going to find some balance here. I feel like you need to take a step back from the situation. I feel like taking that step back is going to bring some balance. It's going to, bring in some new beginnings. I feel like, you spend some time looking at the negative, not the positive here. But I feel like I said, taking that step back, looking at what you do want going forward. I feel like there's a situation that you've been dealing with that almost had you feeling a little bit defeated. And the fact that you were afraid maybe that you were going to get your heart broken. I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like you taking that step back and starting to new. Sometimes when we take a step back, we can see a situation in a different light. I feel like that negative, that five of cups, thinking about the negative, not the positive. I feel like that's going to come to an end. I feel like, once you realize, you feeling defeated, you thinking that you might get your heart broken, I feel like there's an opportunity for you that, maybe isn't moving the way you thought it would, maybe isn't happening the way you thought it would. I feel like you need patience here. You need to take that step back, have some patience, and these negatives, stop looking at the negatives here. We got the negatives, you're looking at the negatives, not seeing the positives. That's what's got you feeling defeated. But once you take that step back, you take that step back and realize what it is that you do want, realize what is going on around you. I feel like it's going to bring some balance, like I said. And, it's going to give you that rebirth card, some new beginnings, some new, motivation for forward movement, and realize that you just need a little bit of patience. Your hard work is not going, out the window. You can't expect everything to happen right away. And I feel like that's what's got you feeling defeated. You're looking at the negatives, not the positive, because maybe things aren't going the way you want right now. I feel like it's like that's going to come to an end. I don't feel heartbreak coming. I feel like that's just something that you're feeling right now. We got some Leo energy. So, my advice here, be strong. Have that moment where you take that step back and realize what it is that's important to you, where you want to be. And I feel like that's going to give you some new, a new outlook. It's going to give you some new balance here. But like I said, I feel like you just need to be patient. Your hard work is getting noticed. Even if you feel like it's not getting noticed, I feel like the hard work that you put in, like I said, you're putting in that hard work. But you need the patience as well. And that's the balance you're going to find. Understanding that hard work and patience go hand in hand sometimes. And that's going to give you, that breath of fresh air. That's what I have for you, Aquarius, Pisces. What do I have for Pisces? And what's going on with Pisces? What's going on for Pisces? All right, Pisces. So first thing I have Because I feel like you've been left out in the cold. I feel like recently you've been left in the cold, and it had you feeling, heartbroken. But I feel like, you know, you got some changes coming. And those changes are going to help you move away emotionally from that. I feel like you're having a hard time letting go of that past heartbreak. But I feel like the changes that are coming for you are going to allow you to, help you move on from that. Emotionally, you haven't 100% commit to move on from that. But I feel like there's some, you're going to start to see things in a different light here coming up. We got the King of Wands, some Leo energy. I feel like you've been waiting for something new to happen to help you move on from your past. You act like you're not waiting, but you're waiting. There's something that you've been waiting for. I feel like there's some new forward movement coming up. But I feel like, this heartbreak is something that happened before. You were left out in the cold. It broke your heart. I see some new changes coming. And those new changes are going to allow you to let go of that past person. You're now able to let go of that because you're emotionally walking away. You're finally cutting ties of what's holding you back, and you're starting to see things in a different light now because you've actually these changes that are happening that allow you to emotionally walk away from this to finally let go of that ball and chain that's been holding you back. Now you're starting to see things in a different light. We got some Leo energy, so I feel like some real a lot of new energy coming for you. You've been patiently waiting, waiting for this all to happen. You know what you want. Now it's time to go get it. And like I said, some new forward motivation here. Scorpio energy. That like I said, that past heartbreak that's coming to an end. You're finally going to be rid of it. Like I said, it's time to nourish new opportunities. You got some Aquarius energy there. I see some new opportunities coming toward you. This is going to allow you emotionally walking away is what's causing this change. And these changes are going to bring going to be able to let you see things in a new light. And once you see things in a new light and start to realize what's important to you moving forward, that's going to help you know what you want. And once you know what you want, it's a matter of going out and getting it. Like I said, nurturing new opportunities. Finding your balance again with some Libra energy. So, like I said, I feel like you were hurt in the past. I feel like, you felt like you were left out of the cold or you were ghosted. That broke your heart. You've been dealing with that. But I feel like it's time to give that up. Like, you know what I mean? That's coming to an end. Like I said, you're emotionally walking away. You're finally letting go of that baggage. And once you let go of that baggage, it opens the door for all these new opportunities. It's 2020. I see this card a lot lately. A lot of changes for a lot of people. A lot of people are starting to wake up and understand that things that don't do you any good need to be let go. It's like jumping in the water with holding onto a bowling ball. Once you allow that bowling ball loose, it's so freeing. You know what I mean? Save yourself. But I see a lot of new changes coming for you. It gives you, like I said, when you let go of that bowling ball, you have your hands free from new to hold on to new stuff. Things that are important. Like I said, start nurturing the future. Start nurturing yourself and realizing that whatever was holding you back in the past, like I said, new motivation. You've been waiting for this to go away, the pain. And like I said, I don't feel like this is something that just recently happened. I feel like this is something you've been dealing with for a while. But now you're finally able to let go of that and move forward. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Hold on. Where's Jesse? Hey, what's up, Jesse? I seen you in there. McDonald's. You're welcome, Rosenberg. Hey, Jesse. Sulima. Leah, Lady, Laura, Christina. What's up? It's been a while. How's everybody doing? Yeah, we're getting that change card a lot lately. I mean, that's good though. I like that. That means people are starting to wake up and realize their happiness is more important. You know, like a lot of people say, do what makes you happy. And that's exactly right. Do what makes you happy. If something isn't making you happy, it's time to move on. Because when you're happy, everything else around you could be, everything else is that much better when you're happy. Happy life. You need a kick in the butt. Why are you half awake? Just so everybody knows, I used to smoke. I gave it up. I got these things. I can't. Why is the glare so friggin' bad? Okay. Forget it. You can't see them. There's these these herbal cigarettes. They're made of basil, clove, bishop's weed, Indian cinnamon. But anyway, I quit smoking. I said for the new year I was going to quit smoking cigarettes because it's a dirty, filthy habit. So I started smoking these, and it's like a mint stick. It kind of tastes like a mint stick. It smells like sage when it's burning, but it's all natural. There's no nicotine or chemicals in it. So it's basically like I'm smoking a incense stick. Yeah, I smoke these. But there's no nicotine, there's no chemicals. Like there's seriously 4 ingredients. Basil, clove, and bishop's weed. Oh, and 4 ingredients. Indian cinnamon. But there's no nicotine or no tobacco. But they're like $5 a pack. It is actually, it tastes like mints. Is that weird? But yeah. So I quit. I didn't smoke that many cigarettes anyway. I used to smoke a couple cigarettes a day, like maybe 5-6 cigarettes a day. But I smoke these, and I smoke 2 a day. But they're like a third of the price of cigarettes. But the thing I like about them, it's just a leaf. Like I don't know if you can see that. The reason I was mentioning this is because I was gonna fire this up. I don't want everybody to think I'm smoking weed in my house. Or a cigarette. Yeah, it's like, I wish I could, I don't know why this is such a glare. Okay, this is stupid. Just a second. Yeah, it's that halo light. I got one of those. See these things? See those now? It's that, I got this halo light, halo ring, whatever it's called. And it's so bright. But yeah, when I'm smoking these, it tastes like, it smells like sage. But yeah, I wanted to quit smoking. That was my New Year's resolution. And I've done it so far. I know we're not that far into the New Year, but it is what it is. No, I've never, even when I smoked cigarettes, I never smoked in my house. I never ever, I always smoked outside. I smoke, like, I'm smoking this now. The kids are gone. They're at my mom's for the night. But I would never smoke cigarettes even when my kids aren't home because it's just nasty. When I was a teenager, we smoked in my apartment all the time. Even before I had kids, I never smoked in my apartment. I used to a long time ago. When I first got my apartment, I smoked for the first year, and then we went to what do you call it? My buddy, he was cooking spaghetti, and he splashed some sauce on the wall. So I went to wipe it off, and it was like this white streak across my wall, and everything else was yellow. And ever since then, I washed all my walls, and I never smoked in my house again because that's nasty. Yeah, I mean, if you want to smoke in your house, I mean that's your thing. I don't like smoking in my house. Like I said, that when I wiped the wall and I seen that like white streak across the wall, it was nasty. Um, MG, it's called. You can get them off Amazon. I know they're a little more expensive on Amazon. Um, I think they're $30 on Amazon for like 5 packs or something like that. But I live in New Brunswick, so I uh, I wanted to try them out. My brother told me about them, but it's wrapped in like a leaf. I know I smoked one the other day. My mom thought I was smoking a joint. Hey, Joanne. Mom's like, "You're gonna smoke a joint in your house?" I'm like, "No, Mom, I'm not smoking a joint in your house." She thought this was a joint. My mom is so back in the times. Like I love her, but if it looks like any kind of plant, she thinks it's weed. Especially where it's legal in Canada now. No, New Brunswick in Canada. But yeah, my mom, like now that weed's legal, well, it's been legal for a while. Like I grow in my shed or my barn or whatever. It's not really a shed, but yeah, it's like, is it like smoking cigarette gum? No, actually, it's pretty tasty. Like it doesn't taste like I'm smoking. Um, it tastes kind of like menthol cigarettes, but stronger and not as minty. But it's only got 4 ingredients in it, so like it's got no chemicals in it at all, which I like, and it helps me not smoke cigarettes. So, I mean, this is only a part-time fix. I'm hoping to get off smoking anything, but the hardest part I found with quit smoking is that this thing, going back and forth. You know what I mean? It's having something to do with your hands. I didn't find chewing gum helped. That cigarette gum is nasty. Tastes like you lick somebody's like ashtray. Like it's nasty. I tried that Nicorette stupid gum and that didn't work for me. Like your tongue goes dry. What's up, Jesse? I haven't talked to you in a while. How's things? You always make me laugh. You're my favorite Pisces. Manuel, hey, what's up? Yeah, I haven't been on for a while. I haven't been live for a while. Like I said when I first started tonight, I was saying like just so busy, but I I didn't want to neglect you guys any longer. I wanted to come out and say hi. I miss talking to everybody. I try to do it more often. Oh, you're welcome, Joanne. You're always welcome. 100%. I like doing lives and stuff. I mean, like I said, I've been busy at work and I had a lot of family down over the holidays. So it was kind of hard to get on. But yeah, how was everybody's Christmas? How was your holidays? Did you get lots of nuggets, Jesse? Oh, you're welcome, MG. What's wrong, Manuel? What's up? Yours is boring, Jesse? Why is it boring? Yeah, I just took like I was just saying, I just, over the holidays, well, I put my website up and then I was getting like personal readings, like all like steady. Like I was so busy doing those and then working my regular daytime job. And I got 3 kids but I'm starting to figure it out. And like, you know what I mean? It's crazy because when I first started doing YouTube, I didn't expect my channel to get as popular as fast as it did. Super pumped about it. I mean, I love the fact that I meet more and more people. It's just crazy. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? But I've been doing good. Like my personal ratings, I've been keeping up with, and I've been trying to always put content on um for my for the weekly reads and the monthly reads and stuff like that. I've been trying to keep that up to date. But I really been missing the live, so I said tonight I'm like I'm just gonna get on and do it. It's been a while. You know what I mean? I like talking to everybody and see what's going on, and I like to reach out to people and more. I like to have this little chit chat. I miss those. Oh, Manuel, that's not true. You can't think that way. You know what I mean? Because positive thinking, positive minds, and I know. Sometimes it seems like shit's going wrong, but the universe has a plan for us all. But you got to be open to it. I know that's easy to say. It's not so easy to do, but just know that we all have, there's love for everybody. We just gotta look in the right places. And if it wasn't working out so far, then maybe look in a different place. But it is hard, you know. Things don't always go the way we expect it to. But we can't let ourselves sit down and wait for, the end. We gotta get back up. That's why we fall, so we can learn to get back up. That sounds super cliche. Well, Manuela, it's you gotta. No matter how many times life knocks you down, you gotta keep getting back up. Sometimes we gotta, sometimes we have to take those knocks in order to get to where we're supposed to be. Trust me, life hasn't been great for me, but you know what? I keep on keeping on. Life's a garden, dig it. Sorry, I watched Joe Dirt yesterday. But I mean, a lot of people have a lot of bad, things happen to them, but we gotta keep getting up. Yeah, Joanne, I really, that's what I go for. I mean, I try to be here for as many people. I want everybody out there to see the happiness that they can have. I want love and life for everybody's. I want only good things for everybody out there. And if anybody takes anything from my channel, anybody new that I've never and haven't got a chance to get to know yet, I hope to get to know you. Um, but if there's anything that you can learn from my channel that I want people to learn, is that just spread love. A lot of people say you gotta love yourself. You know, and the most important thing is loving yourself, and that's right. But you also gotta have love for other people. A lot of people are hurting out there. The world isn't. But what's really inspiring for me is that the world is. A lot of people are waking up. I mean, a lot of people are waking up. The world was a lot worse. The world was worse yesterday than it is today. That's why I look at it. I meet a lot of nice people on here. You know what? Honestly, before I got into YouTube, I always thought YouTube was like, you know, um, I wasn't gonna ever meet anybody on YouTube that has any substance, because it's YouTube, it's the internet, people that are on the internet. We all have that misconception, but then when you get on the internet and you start to realize there's so many people out there that are good people that just want to give. You know what I mean? There are people that just want to give. But it's not all about, they're not all just evil people out there. Like, there's a lot of good people out there, and I like the fact that I found a lot of good people. There's a lot of people hurting, and I want to help people. I want to help people move forward. I want to help people because I wish I had somebody that helped me sooner. People. I had a lot of people help me over the last few years after I started listening to the universe and started listening to my own intuition. And what it's done for me has shown me that it'd be selfish for me not to try to reach out to other people and show them the same thing the same kindness that I was shown. That's the problem. Like, I find a lot of times is like, even me in the past, I always thought, you gotta be about yourself. You gotta be about yourself. You gotta be about yourself, put yourself first. But that doesn't mean you can't put somebody else second. You know what I mean? And third and fourth and fifth and sixth and seventh and eighth. Yeah, put yourself first. But don't be all about yourself. Don't be all about, if everybody out there like helped each other, the world would be better. And you don't have to give people think, oh, what do you mean give people money? You don't have to give people money. Give people advice. Listen. Some of the best things you can do is listen. Somebody's having a bad day. Sit there and genuinely listen. And maybe they don't even need your advice. They don't need anything from you than just somebody that, cares. There's been days in my life that I wish I had somebody that listened. I've had people, email me, and then, I'll email them back. And the funny thing is, this one girl, she emailed me, and she, was dealing with some stuff, and she emailed me. I talked to her for a bit, and then she messaged me back. She's like, you know what? She said, I messaged you. She said, in the past, I messaged other people YouTubers that never had as many subscribers, you know, and they give you this generic response. She said, but you seem to take the time and answer me back. I don't have the time to answer like everybody that messages me. Not that I'm special or anything, but I mean, over Christmas, like I was saying earlier, I got like 1,500 emails. And I wish I could respond to everyone, but I do read them all. I read every one of them. And the ones that I feel like, you know, I can help, or, you know, the ones that just seem like they just want somebody to listen to, or, you know, I try to help as many people as I can. I try to help the most people, you know, but I do read them all. I've read, you know, I haven't got through them all, but like just over Christmas between the 20th and the 28th, I didn't really go on my email much. And then one day I went on there, I had 1,547 emails, I think it was. And I'm still going through them. I've read about 1,000 of them now. But I mean, I try to pick up on the ones that I need to answer right away. You know, I try to reach out to as many people as I can, because this is why I did it. I took on this burden. You know, it's not that it's a burden. I'm just getting tongue tied now. I'm sounding like an idiot. It's not a burden, but when you open yourself on YouTube, you can't shut people out. And I know that in the past, like when I've been dealing with things in the past, I mean, I know, I don't know. I know that I wish somebody would have reached back out to me. Like when I first started on my journey, I reached out to a few readers, you know, just, and I know everybody's busy. I mean, I went through some rough things that I don't really want to talk about in the past, but I try to deal with it. So, but I mean, I reached out to people and they didn't reach out back, and I don't hold any ill will toward those people. I just, what it is that like, you're like, I know they're busy. I wish they would have reached back out to me and helped me. But I understand. Then when I decided to do my own YouTube channel, I realized that this is something that I want to be better at. I want to reach as many people as I can. I don't want it. I'm not doing this for the money. I don't know, you know, a lot of people think that because you're on YouTube and, you know, even like I have 5,000 subscribers now, which is way more than I thought I'd ever get. That's not even what I expected. This isn't what I even did it for. But even though I have 5,000 subscribers now, it's not about the money. You're not making any money. I'm not making any money for doing this. I'm doing it because I want to do it. I genuinely like doing it. Yeah, my channel's getting monetized, but trust me, you don't make that much money. Like it's not like a job or anything. I still got to work a daily job. I still got to, you know what I mean? I try to do what I can. But the payment I get from it, what I get from this and why I do it is because I hope that I can help people. And at the end of the day, if somebody says, hey, you know, you help me out, that's what it's all about. And I know there's a lot of people on here that say a lot of things in the internet. And, you know, I know there's a lot of genuine people out there. And I know we get drowned, you know, real genuine people get drowned out sometime by the people that just try to make money. You know, I don't down anybody. They want to make money. They want to make money. But I just wish everybody was honest and told people what it is they want. What it is that I want to help people. I want to know that somebody's day is brighter tomorrow because of something they told. We'll see. Joanne, to be honest with you, over Christmas, this is something that, I know a lot of people don't agree with it, but over Christmas every year, I always take money and donate it to. It's called. Um, it's just a little organization we have here, but it's for families that don't have much. There's a couple families, like their other family members will nominate them. It's not like welfare or anything like that. It's their families will nominate a family saying that they don't really have much, right? Um, I'm big on Christmas. Um, I love kids. So, a friend of mine, it was a pretty good friend of mine that started the whole thing. But what they do is they take they get their families are nominated to this cause, and we take in money. And I don't take in money. He does. I don't know why I said it that way. But anyway, we donate money every year to this thing, right? And what it does is it pays for families that don't have a lot to have a Christmas, like not only the Christmas presents, but Christmas meal. Donates turkeys, donates. It's like a family empty stocking fund drive. There is a real name for it. But and then on top of that, we have pen pals for our kids. We buy them like goats. Like this year, we bought them a couple goats, a couple sheep, stuff like that. I mean, you can't take anything with you when you die. I'm not about money. I don't need money. You know what I mean? It's not that I don't need money. It's just the money that any money that I make off this, I donated. Like I said, this year I got my first check from YouTube. It wasn't very much, but I took it and I gave it right to them because I had what I needed. And I'm not saying anybody should be like that. I just choose to be that way because when I was a kid, I remember there's a few Christmases where our family didn't have any money, and it's really sad when a kid. I know it's people have different opinions on it, but when you wake up as a kid on Christmas Day and you don't have anything, you know what I mean? That's a sad feeling. When you wake up on Christmas Day and there's nothing there for you. And it's so much more than having a present. It's knowing that somebody cares enough to buy you something. It's having faith. And when you lose faith as a child, I always wanted to foster kids. That's one thing if I do start making money in YouTube, and I know like the big YouTubers, if I ever got really big, I would love to, foster some kids. I have kids. I have more kids because it's all about the future. Kids are the future. I know it's cliche to say, but kids are the future. And if a kid wakes up in the morning and it doesn't have anything on Christmas Day, that's not just Christmas Day. People think, oh, well, they don't have something for Christmas. Some kids don't have anything to eat. And that's sad too. But that's just Christmas Day. Like, honestly, MG, you would know about this. I went to Toronto when I was, a few years ago. I went to Toronto a few times now. But to see homeless people on the side of this, they were on these grates in Toronto. I don't know. I think it's along Yonge Street. I think that's what's called. But they were on these grates, and there was kids there too. Now, when I see an adult that's homeless, it makes me sad. But when I see a kid homeless, that breaks my heart. Because they didn't ask to be brought into this world. It's just sad. And I know a lot of people tell me this, but I'm very empathetic toward people. I don't think anybody deserves bad things to happen to them. I think everybody deserves to have the best of everything happen. Everything should happen for everybody. Yeah. But people walk past these people. And then there's, what makes me mad, and I hate to be mad. I hate to have any kind of madness in me. But one thing that really makes me mad is there's people out there that have houses with 25 rooms. There's only 2 people living in the damn thing. They have 15 kitchens and 25 bathrooms. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I live in Canada. Like, why do people have houses that are 25 rooms and they live with 2 people? Yeah, honestly, Joanne, funny thing about me is I can't watch a movie. I can't even watch a movie where, like, say in a movie a kid does something wrong and they're gonna get in trouble or something like that. I can't even watch it. I turn it off. Yeah, I'm in New Brunswick, Calgary. I used to live in Alberta. I used to work in the oil fields. I couldn't do it anymore. I didn't like working in the oil fields. I really didn't like it. It wasn't going my way. I felt like I was draining the earth. I felt like oil was the blood of the earth and I was draining it. It's not even so much materialistic. It's the fact that, okay, I watched a show the other day and it aggravated me to the fact that this woman had a wedding and it was $500,000 wedding. What are you talking about? Or not to, people can do what they want, but there's this one YouTuber and he's really big. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to get back to him. Not that I ever would, but I don't want to send any bad vibes out. I'll just say that I watched this video and it was about him going through the drive-through 1,000 times. And he was sitting in the car with all the food piled up around him. And I'm like, he's probably going to throw it in the garbage. There's people out there starving. There's people like this. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I just think people have way more than they need in life. Some people have way more than they need. Some people don't have enough. And then some people justify it by saying, oh, they're homeless because they don't want to work. Which maybe in some cases, and maybe it's true. But what about these kids that, let's say, for instance, Ozzy Osbourne's kids. I remember watching that show and I was thinking, how spoiled are these kids? You know what I mean? What job did they ever have to get the money they got? They didn't do shit. You know what I mean? But they got money. The fact that there's somebody out there starving and there's somebody else out there throwing out food, we got to meet in the middle somewhere. You know what I mean? And it ain't about giving to charity. It ain't about doing this and that. It's about the fact that I'm a man that wants to keep my family fed, dressed, under a roof. And if I ever come to the point where I'm rich, I'll never be my biggest dream is if I ever got rich, if I ever came up with some idea that got me rich, or if I ever, won the lottery, I would open profit sharing companies. That's the way I think the future should go. And for all you, if you don't know what I mean by profit sharing companies, is a company where all the profits are shared between the employees. So even the lowest person on the totem pole is still getting a lot more. You know what I mean? So what you do is you get your 100% of your profits. And then, because you want to expand and you want to make more companies in the future, you take, say, 20% of the profit. The other 80% of profit, you split between your workers. So not only you got happy workers, you got loyal workers. They're happy. But you know what the world's coming to now is we're taking, the big guys are getting more and the little guys are getting less. Like look at Burger King, for instance. 2 years ago, Burger King took their Whoppers from $1.86 to almost $3, but they're not paying the workers anymore. You know, workers aren't making any more money. But you'd have a better product if you did. If they shared with their workers, they would keep people. They would keep guys that were good at what they did. They would keep women that were good at what they do. That's what they don't understand. They'd be better. That's what I would do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have a revolutionary idea and make a lot of money someday, sooner rather than later. And I'm gonna share it because I don't need it all. I'm not a greedy person. I used to work out west, and I gave that up. Out west, I was out there. When I was out west, I was making anywhere between $10,000 and $12,000 a month. Now, that's a lot of money here. I mean, some people probably make more than that, but for me, that's a lot of money. But I gave that up because I wasn't happy. I'm not about money. Money doesn't make me happy. I want my kids to be happy. I want them to be fed, and I want them to have a roof over their head. Anything over that is just, But like I said, profit sharing companies. And the thing is, I'm not only giving to people, but I'm doing something good for myself as well. It has a little bit of selfishness in it because the more I pay my employees, the better they work for me. The more loyal they are. Happy employees are loyal employees. Happy employees, that exuberates. It's like the butterfly effect. When your employees are happy, they go home. They have happy families. They own things. They're happy in life because they own things. They're able to feed their families without, how many people are working poor? Working poor. I didn't understand the concept of that until I got older. Till I grew up and got my own job. Working poor. It means you work you work paycheck to paycheck. Once you get your paycheck, the whole damn thing's gone right away. You have your paycheck for about 10 minutes. And then once you pay your bills and pay for your food and pay for everything else, you're broke again. And you got to wait till next week. Nobody should live like that. Like nobody should be, people that make movies and people that, athletes and stuff like that. Yeah, they deserve good money because athletes give up a lot to be an athlete. Like when I was young, I played hockey and a lot of my friends went off to, school in other places and left their parents to go in school in other places because it was a better hockey program. Hey, Kiss, what's up? But people sacrifice, and athletes and stuff do deserve to get more, but they don't deserve to get what they make. Nobody should make $100 million to make a movie. You give me $1 million, should be as much. Like there should be a limit on that shit, and everything else should be going. Because there's other people that make movies and they don't get nothing. Yeah, like I I had a chance to go pro. I had an offer to go pro, like in the Quebec Major Junior, not pro in the NHL, but pro in the Quebec Major Junior. But I never honestly, I never thought I knew I wouldn't be the best. And at the time, that's what I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want to be a third line player. You know what I mean? That was just my selfishness, I guess. But I mean, I would have been happy. I wish I would have had the opportunity to take it again because it would have made me happy. I would have loved what I was doing. But I didn't see it that way when I was a kid. My parents had in my head that I had to work. Yeah, I was a defenseman. But like I said, it's a matter of my parents taught me that wouldn't make me any money. I wouldn't be happy. Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like you got teachers that are making nothing, and then you got lawyers. Especially like you got lawyers and you got like dentists and all these people making all this money when what do teachers do? Teachers are the ones that got them to where they're at. I don't know. It's sad. The world's so out of balance. Like people like, you got people like our prime minister, Justin Trudeau. He makes all this money. What does he do? Donald Trump, what does he do? I mean, does he really, do these people really need billions of dollars? Does Bill Gates need billions of dollars? He invented the internet, or he invented Microsoft. That's cool, but does he need billions of dollars? What is it other than showing off? I don't know. The world doesn't make any sense. Don't make any sense. Yeah, teachers should make more. And you know what the funny part is not only should teachers make more, but if we paid teachers more, we'd have better teachers. Because more people want to be teachers. Really smart people want to be teachers. If teachers got paid a decent wage, more people would want to do it. Then we'd have better teachers. Same as doctors. We have free healthcare in Canada, but we also have shittier doctors. I don't know. I honestly, the thing is I want the people that teach my kids to make a lot of money. I want the best people. A lot of people that are a lot of smart people don't want to be teachers anymore because they don't make any money. Why would I'm really smart. Why would I waste my time being a teacher making $24,000 a year when I can go and be a doctor or a lawyer or a dentist, or I can go be a movie star, or I can go be a YouTuber, the big YouTubers. I'm not saying that it is what it is. I'm just saying the world's whack. And that's why, but I feel like, I feel like 2020 is going to be a good year. I feel like a lot of people are waking up, and I honestly have seen a lot of positive, things. That's why I like tarot. That's why I like doing tarot. That's why I like astrology and listening to the universe and numerology and stuff like that. It's just opening my mind to new things. And I think a lot more people are becoming more enlightened. Because there's nothing else left. On one hand, I don't like the internet because it opens us up to a lot of things we don't need to be opened up to. But on the other hand, it opens us up to a lot of things that we should be open up to. Yeah, honestly, if I didn't have to send my kids to school, I would homeschool. Yeah, exactly, Laura. we all just need to help each other, and we've been taught so long that it's weak to ask for help, but it's not. It's more courageous than being silently weak. You know what I mean? If something's bugging you and you hold it in and hold it in and hold it in, and then it takes more courage to ask for help than it does to sit and suffer in silence. And it is hard. It's a rough world. But like I said, that's why I want my. I'm glad you did too, MG. Really, and I like seeing all these new people. I love it. The more subscribers I get, the more people I can reach, the more people that I hope I can help. And even if I give you a little bit of help, that's all I can hope for. Even if I give you a little bit of understanding, because like I said, there's a lot of people that help me. Like when I first started getting into tarot and stuff, one of the people that I really enjoy watching, and I still watch him, is Ramblin' Mike. A really positive guy. He reminds me of my uncle, but he's a really positive guy, and he made me see things in a different light. It's all about understanding and knowing that it's all about yin and yang. Yeah, Ramblin' Mike, I really like him. Oh, where is? Well, I just like his vibe. He's a good guy, and you can tell he's genuine. And that's who I would like to be like. But like I said, it's I'm not going to down anybody. There's other people out there that I don't vibe with, but teach his own. I will never bad talk anybody. I know there's people that I don't agree with, and that's just them. And I'm not going to ever, I don't mention people in a bad way ever on my channel. And if you want to go back through all my videos to find out, go ahead. But I'll tell you this, there's nobody that's ever going to come on here and tell you that I ever bad talk people, because that's just not my vibe. And that's one thing I learned from Ramblin' Mike, is that there's a lot of good vibe people out there, and I'm going to acknowledge as many good vibe people as I can, and I'll never acknowledge any bad vibe people, because acknowledging bad vibes is putting more bad vibes out there. Acknowledging good vibes is putting good vibes out there, and I'm all about good vibes. Even some days when I'm not feeling positive, I don't get on and do tarot. I won't, because I don't want it in my readings. There's days when I'm like, I don't do tarot for a day or two. It's because I'm not in the headspace. I'm not going to put out any bullshit to anybody. I'm not doing it for views. I'm not doing it for money. I'm doing it because I want, you know what I mean? I want to, when I put a reading out, it's 100%. I've done readings where I didn't feel like it was 100% and I deleted it, even though it took me 15 minutes to do it. And then another 15 minutes to add everything else up. I got to the final product after about an hour of work. I'm looking at it. I'm like, you know what? I don't feel it. I'm not going to put it out, because I'm not going to put something out to put it out. And it is what it is. I did a live when I first started, probably my second or third live. I did a live and I was like halfway through the live. I'm like, you know what? I'm just not feeling it. I'm not going to go any further. I don't feel like I'm feeling it. You know what I mean? Like I don't. Because one thing I've always, My reads aren't always going to be positive, but they're going to be the truth. Always. I'm not saying that sometimes I get a bad read and I won't put it out. I'm saying that if I don't, feel it, if it's not 100% authentic, I won't put it out. I put out bad reads before, like, bad news reads because of the news that they're getting, but they need to hear it. Sometimes you need to hear it. When I get personal readings, I'm not going to give you bullshit. I'm going to give you the answer to your question. I'm going to give you the answer that I see. Even tonight when I did one, there's a few of them that weren't very good news, but yeah, well, I hear things, I smell things. I've had night terrors since I was little. I've only come to realize that my night terrors can be contained. Like, that's a lot of things about opening myself up to the universe. I've realized that I can control my night terrors now. Because my night terrors aren't always night terrors. It's just I have them in my head that way, but I control them now. I dream a lot about things, good things, bad things. But I smell. I have very sensitive. I can smell things. Like, sometimes I'll smell like my nanny's perfume, or I hear songs that my nanny used to listen to, and they're not on the radio; they're just in my head. Sometimes I hear songs in my head. Like, one time I was out and I was whistling this song, and this lady came up to me and she said, "How do you know that song?" And I'm like, "It's in my head." And she's like, "My grandfather used to sing that song to me, and it was a song that wasn't popular, and it wasn't something that was on the radio. It was an old song. It was called Sonny's Dream, actually. It was an old fisherman song." And it was just weird. And that's how I realized that. But everybody can have that. That's the thing, that everybody thinks that you're special for having that. Anybody can have, everybody has a talent, everybody has a gift. It's about opening yourself up and allowing yourself to, manifest it into something more. It's about understanding how to understand it. We all have gifts, every one of us. I don't believe nobody can tell me, I honestly believe everybody has a gift. Everybody has a gift. Some people have more gifts. Some people are more attuned to the gifts. Some people have more. When I say some people have more gifts, I mean in the fact of, like, sightseeing and future. Like, I know people that can see things. I went to a lady one time, and she was a medium, I think she called herself. But she told me things that I don't know how she knew. You know what I mean? I don't know how she knew what she knew. Her gift was more, she worked on her gift, though. See, for so long, people back in the day, people used to believe it was witchcraft, and people used to burn people for stuff like this. That's what's sad. People used to, they used to call you a witch, or, warlock or something, and they burn you at the cross. Like, it's so sad. And it's still, even the last 30 years, it's come a long way. If you talked about certain things, you were, considered, people look at you, you're crazy. But if we were encouraged from a young age to believe and to understand and to develop our skill or our anything that we had, some people are good at, spiritualism. Some people are good at, artistic. Some people are, everybody has a gift. Yeah, we are afraid. You know, people are afraid. We shouldn't. Living in fear is not the way to live. Oh, Laura, I don't. Don't even. You don't have to tell me. I have people tell me I'm crazy. What's funny is people come up to you and they ask you questions. They're like, "Oh, well, this, that, and the other thing," and they're like, they expect you to know what they're talking about. They're like, "Oh, well, you know this, so why do you know everything?" I'm like, "Because not everybody knows everything." You know, or if somebody comes up to you and says, "What's going to happen in my future? What am I going to die of?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? Like, you can't." And then some people look at you and they just, like a friend of mine. He's a good guy, but he's not open. He doesn't understand, and he doesn't believe in anything. And he'll be like, "Oh, why don't you read cards for me?" I'm like, "Because I won't read cards for you because you're not open, and you don't want to be open. And anything I say to you, I can't read somebody that doesn't want to be read, and I won't read anybody that doesn't want to be read, because it's waste. It's a waste." Yeah, you're right, Laura. Absolutely. And a lot of people do. A lot of people hear what they want to hear. You know, for the longest time, I wasn't able to read myself. I wasn't able to do reads for myself because I would take the information and I would mold it into a biased way. Like I would make it to where it was what I wanted it to say, and then I realized that that's not fair. That's not doing myself any justice. I've gotten better at reading myself. I got See, the thing is with tarot is a lot of people don't understand, and what I didn't understand. So it's not. I'm not trying to put anybody down, but when you read tarot, you're tapping into somebody. Like when there, a good friend of mine, she came got a read from me, and then she was like sitting there. She's like, "I'm totally blown away by what you're telling me because I don't know how, you know, I don't know how you would know this stuff." And then anyway, she's like, "Well, I'm still a little skeptical," but she said, I understand what you're saying. A lot of things, make sense." Then they'll come back to you. Like this one girl, I didn't want to tell her, but I got the sense that the person that she was with was cheating on her. I didn't want to tell her, but I did because I feel like I'm doing her more injustice not telling her. Then she comes back to me probably a month and a half later, telling me how she caught the guy cheating on her. And she said, "How do you know that?" I'm like, "I don't know it. I'm asking the universe your question. And the universe is telling me what it wants me to see. All I'm doing is relaying the message." And that's what happens when you believe. She believes. Yeah, like honestly, I'll pull a card. I'll pull cards sometimes. I don't know. Like it's not like I have a story in my head before I start. It all comes as I'm doing it, and that's how it works. That's the only way I can explain to people. That's how I try to explain to people. The story comes when I put the cards down. When I put like for a second, when I always put the cards down, if you notice, I'll sit there and I'll look at them for a second because I'm getting the whole story. I don't want to start with this part of the story and then realize that it's moving. And that's one thing I'm trying to get better at. But yeah, it's your question. I put it out there. The universe gives me the cards, and it's up to me to decipher what it says. But it's funny because when I see cards, I get a story in my head. It's already coming. I don't stop it. I don't try to start it. I don't try to think of things. I don't fill in the blanks. It's all coming. Yeah, like, you know what? We're going to meet people that think we're crazy. We're going to meet people that are going to say things. But what's more important? People who think you're crazy or the people that need the message? You know, there's times when I get questions. Honestly, I'll be honest, 100% honest with you. And that's one thing. Sometimes people aren't going to like me because I'm honest, but some people say they want honesty, but they can't handle it. But that's fair. But anyway, there's sometimes when people send me like personal reads, I've had situations where I had to send. I sent a message back to them, said I can't do it because what you are asking me is something I don't want to tell you. I don't want to, I don't want to, and it's only in dire situations. Like there's certain situations where I just don't. I even got an answer. I even have an answer for them, but I don't want to tell them because it's about something serious, like about health issues or something. Like, like I had a girl ask me one time about someone in her family and whether they're going to die or not. I'm not going to tell them that because I don't want to. I'm a very honest person. And sometimes I don't think that people want the honesty, even though they ask me for it. I get a feeling that they don't want it. They can't handle it. They're not ready for it. Like my buddy, he's my best friend. I don't think he's ready for it. He asks me all the time, teach me this, teach me this. I teach slowly, but I ain't gonna tell him all the information because I don't think he's ready. I don't think he can handle it. A lot of things I was unaware of when I started getting into tarot. Like I'm telling you, like a few years back, when I looked at tarot cards, I remember I seen tarot cards one time, and I had judged it. I judged it. I used to not be a judgy person, but I mean I judged it. I remember seeing certain cards, and I was thinking, oh well, I was brought up to believe that was evil. There's evil in that. And then when you start learning about it, you start realizing that there isn't evil at all. A lot of people think that, you can't be spiritual and do tarot cards. I thought it was all about witches and stuff like that, the tarot cards, but then I realized that it's it's more spiritual than I've ever been. I feel more spiritual now than I've ever been in my life. So that's not true. Yeah, like, I'm a blunt person. Don't ask me for the truth because I will give it to you. But like I said, there is some times when I'll back off. Only certain situations. Like I've only had two people that I had this, send a message to them saying I couldn't do it for them. And it's because I didn't want to tell them what I knew. Sometimes since I've become, I call it awoke because I'm awake now. And when you're awake, it's scary. Like honestly, I don't know what other people's experiences are. I don't know how other people experience things, but when I started to become awoken to the universe, there's some scariness that happens. Like I sometimes I'll do reads and stuff like that, and I'll get very drained. And one girl, she didn't understand that. Like I told her, I said, I'll do the personal read for you, but I don't want to. I don't want to tell you I'm gonna have it for you tomorrow because I don't know because I got a bunch to do today. She's like, well, it only takes this long to do it, so why can't you do it today? And I'm like, because after you get to a certain point, you're like, I can't do anymore. Like I can't read anymore. Like my brain, it takes so much. You know what I mean? It takes so much. It drains you. And and that's how you know it's real because it mentally drains you. Like I'm not tired as I want to go lay down. My brain becomes mush, and like sometimes your brain becomes mush, and you're just like, I can't think anymore because and not only that, but things that I experience things in my body, like aches in my body, and it's weird. It's an experience, but I suggest it to anybody. Yeah, like, and another thing about being aware of sometimes I used to get these like not panic attacks. I don't know what to call them. Anxiety. And then I started opening up and started listening to tarot and the universe and started to read about it and understand about it. And I realized that all started to go away. Like it's almost like the universe was like, saying, you're ignoring us, you've ignored us too long. Here we go. Here's your, because when I started doing, open myself up to the universe, I don't have them anymore. I feel complete control of myself. Um, I don't really have after effects. I just find sometimes I get drained, and it's sometimes it'll last like a night, and I'm fine the next day. But sometimes, like, it's the scary part that I find. The only thing scary about um, opening your mind up is once you open your mind up, it's open. It's like opening a flood door. You're gonna see some ugliness too. It's not all pretty, but it's all things you need to see. It depends on what I'm seeing too. Like I don't know if that's the same for you, Laura, but sometimes I'll see things. I'll do a reading for somebody, and it'll drain me completely. Sometimes I can do 4 readings for 4 different people, and it doesn't bother me. Sometimes I get strong energies, you know, but I don't have the vision. I don't visualize people. I visualize things. I visualize, you know, events. But I mean, it's like I don't know if you've ever dealt with like spiritual warfare. Um, Sometimes I've had dreams where it felt like that. It's almost like um, there's things fighting against it. I've read about people that dealt with spiritual warfare and stuff. Like, people that try to get close to in their religion, they try to learn about the religion, and all of a sudden they had like these evil vibes that were around them. It's almost like they're trying to back them off, like, stop doing this. Um, Heath, I don't not believe in it. I don't know when it comes to that, I don't know. I don't know what happens after this world. I don't know. Um, but what I will tell you I've always had I've always had dreams about drowning, and I feel like it's already happened. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not committed to saying I do, and I'm not committed to saying I don't. You know, I'm I try to be as open and honest as I can, but I mean I don't know. Yeah, I've dealt with spiritual warfare before. Um, you know, I went through all the processes. Like, I went through the process and I tried everything. Like, I've been in bad situations where I was willing to try pretty much anything, like spreading salt around the outside of your house and everything. You know, but at the end of the day, I think when you open yourself up to believing things, yeah, Laura, that's honestly that I believe. It's weird. I felt like I have dreams I have very vivid dreams. That's one thing I've always had. Yeah, I've had night terrors since I can remember. I have very vivid dreams. Like it's like I'm living them, you know? It's like I'm completely awake, but they're a dream. And that's another thing too, opening yourself up to the universe. I found before I used to have dreams where I had no control. I'd have dreams where it was almost like my body was jello and I was forced to watch it, but I couldn't do anything about it. But once I started to, you know, open up to the universe, I realized that my dreams, I started having more and more control. So that's another thing that kind of got me interested even more. But see, that's the thing, Laura. If you felt comfortable opening up to this a long time ago, think where you'd be now. Sleep paralysis, yeah, I've heard of that. Actually, fierce tarot. She had that happen a lot. And same as she'd wake up and she'd have like dreams of figures, black dark figures around her. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Laura. I've only in the last couple of years been able to actually control my dreams, which helped my night terrors turn into just, that's the part of night terrors that I can never, when I was a kid. And sometimes I believe that all this stuff was just pushing me to open my mind up a lot sooner than I wish I would have. But like I said, if we didn't feel crazy talking about this out loud to people 5 years ago, 10 years ago, where would we be? We'd be so much more better equipped right now. You never knew it was spiritual warfare. Yeah, it's MG. If I were you, I would definitely look it up. There's a lot of information online about it, especially internet, YouTube, stuff like that, and it would really help emphasize what it is. Um, Knowledge is power, like I said earlier, though. You can't fight something if you don't know it exists. You can't believe in something if you don't know it exists. You know what I mean? But anyway, I gotta work early in the morning. But it's been great talking to you guys. I'm glad you guys all stopped by, and I'm gonna be doing lives more often here. So um, I kind of figured out a schedule that'll work for me. But I hope you guys all stick around. And I'm actually, it's I've talked to Heath before, you know, so I'm glad I get to talk to you again. But I'm glad I met Laura and MG and all you guys, like some new people that I haven't really got a chance to know before. I'm glad I got to know some more people. Um, but yeah, thanks for stopping in and hanging out with me for a bit. I've been on for almost 3 hours now. but but yeah, like I love meeting new people. I love like talking about it. Oh, did you, Laura? Okay. Did you change your name recently? I'm usually pretty good with names. But yeah, sending all good vibes to you guys. Hope you guys have a great day tomorrow. Um, I'm looking forward to speaking to you guys again. But yeah, like every time I do lives, one of the things I enjoy. A lot of people just do their lives and they get off. Well, I like to talk afterwards, usually before for a bit. But yeah, they how do you know what type of energy you? I can always feel it. Gives me a good feeling or a bad feeling, and I know that sounds simple, but um, anybody that wants to learn about it, I mean, it's something that you really want to learn. But when you start understanding energies, when you get an energy, you know right away. It's not like people. Energies are not like people. You know what I mean? Energies is not like people where they can hide. When you meet somebody, they can hide whether they're a good person or a bad person, or if they had bad intentions or good intentions. People can hide that. Energies don't. That's the way I look at it. When I feel an energy, I feel it right away. I know exactly what it is, if it's good or bad, always. But that's just me. I don't know how other people feel about it, but yeah. See, like I can read energy better than I can. I've always. That's one thing I've always been good at too. Like ever since I was young, I could always read people. Like there's people that I met that I knew was like an overwhelming weight on my chest, and I knew I didn't like that person, or I knew I really liked that person. I've always been good at picking up, and I still do that. You know, most people, it's not that big of a feeling. It's when you meet really really bad people or really really good people. You know what I mean? Like you know, somebody steals a candy bar. I'm not gonna get that strong emotional feeling that I don't like them. Um, I've met people that I found out later did really bad things, and I knew that I didn't like that person because it was something bad that I didn't like. But with energies, it's completely different. Like I know right away. As soon as I feel the energy, I know if it's good or bad. But it's after I learned to listen to my intuition, listen to your gut. If you get a gut feeling, if it's that strong that it's a gut feeling, and right away you feel it, that's what it is. Absolutely. Don't second guess it. It's always what it is, you know? So I always try to tell people. And sometimes you'll get you know, you'll feel unease or something, but I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Jocelyn, exactly. If I don't like your energy, if I don't like the energy I'm getting from you, then I just don't move forward with it. I don't hate you. I don't hate anybody. But if I like the energy I'm getting from you, then I keep you around because I want that energy. I want all that good energy in my space. But if I feel a bad vibe from you and I don't know what it is, but I feel it, then I go my own way. I don't disrespect you. I don't judge you. I don't tell other people about you. I just don't like it. I don't like that vibe. I don't like people that have a lot of hate in their heart. If I can help you move on, but there's some people you get that feeling where it's just like I don't know how to help you, but I know that I don't want it around me. I try to help as many people as I can. Sometimes you get a bad vibe from somebody, not a terrible vibe, but a bad vibe. You know that you might be able to help them, then you try. Yeah, I know. I gotta be going. What time is it? Ooh, it's like, yeah. I work at 6 and it's 1:30, so. Oh, sorry, I'm getting off. Haley. But I'll see you guys all later, and I'll be trying to do a live right away here soon. So hope you guys can catch it. Thanks for stopping in. Have a good one.